It is Monday, June 10th, and I am just covering the progress that Lori and I have made with weed eating outside of our yard and mowing. So between late April and now, we've managed to get all of this done. Weed eating here, all of this. All of this along the road, the entirety of my dad's yard. Well, we have a little bit left of work to do there. And we got a good start on this. And you can see here, this is a before and after picture. This is what it looks like now on June 10th. This we've already weed-eated right across the street from it. This is probably the second time we've worked on this. But we've made it this far. And this side, we've managed to get all the way down. And this side, here we go. And we still have a little bit more work on this end. Here's the before and after. As you can see, all around the barn has been weed-eaten. The rock wall there, all of this, the barnyard. I made some fence repairs this weekend in the corner of the fence of both barnyards. And we've gotten the fields back there, and I'm gonna go ahead and show those in a minute. We've cut this field a bunch of times. It's just finally drying up enough now to get this field. We've cut this, I think, once or twice, but it's just getting to where we can do it. We got all of this fence line here. I'm gonna measure the fence line that we weed eat. I suspect it's over 2 miles of linear feet for weed eating and several acres for mowing. Sometime this summer, I'll bush hog these fields. We got this all cleaned up here. As you can see, it's too swampy there right now, but we got this all done. The entire fence line around the barnyards. The equipment shed, looking pretty clean up there. All around here, this fence line. There are probably at least 50 hours of initial weed eating in the summer. I've actually mowed this field a couple of times, but we've been buried in some other projects, so we'll catch this up probably within the next week, especially now that it's dried out. These pens we completely got. Here's a spot that needs some repair. But yeah, all these pens we've managed to get mowed and get the weed eating done. And it's June 9th, so it's still early. It's not even the first day of summer yet. This is all mowed too, because you can see from previous examples of places where we've gone what it looks like when there's no mowing or weed eating. We got all here, the runways and the barns. We keep this entire field going. Yeah, see, we need some repair on that at some point. You can see in this field where we've gotten a start, but this will be done this week. And I think we'll have, by the end of the week, we'll have gotten complete 100% weed eating of the areas we're going to maintain. It's time pretty soon to bush hog this field too. That's another repair job. We're going to have to get that demoed. And so I think that's it for the lawn maintenance and weed eating tour. Again, this is June 10th, 2024. This is a tour of our own yard. I figure our yard starts here in the front. I already had to chop up a tree this year that fell down over the spring. That's over there. So we keep this mowed and weed eaten. This is probably at least second or third time we've probably weed eaten over here. Here's our fence line, which is what I consider our yard. And we keep all this mowed and weed eaten. Usually we start in April, whenever the grass is getting so high that we absolutely have to cut in the freezing cold. Here's more of our yard. When Lori came, this was all overgrown. Mostly she, have planted all these hostas, peonies. Well, some of the peonies were there. Some other things. Peonies in the front, roses in the front. And we maintain all of this. Someday this tree may have to come down. I'm not sure. The islands we maintain right up to the perimeter there, which is what I feel is considered our yard for the purposes of my lease until June of 2030. And that's the perimeter. And that's where all the pens and barnyards are, where we went before. So I think that's the full tour. Out in that field there, those fields will get bush hogging this summer.